Hello everybody, my name is Pravus and welcome back to more Plague Inc. Evolved Custom Scenarios. We have a scenario today that is called Anime. I'm a little concerned about, well, first I have to actually pop it, there it is. I'm a little concerned about this one because it says down here contains naughty language and humor that some might find offensive. I can handle it. I just worry about my audience and stuff. I like to preserve your purity as much as I can. I like to be a family-friendly show. So, kiddos, you may not want to watch this one. Anyone else who's older and can handle it, well, good luck. Let's hope this doesn't make me cringe. Spartan Cupcake. Infect the world with a crippling addiction to Japanese cartoons. Now, I do enjoy a good anime on occasion, though to be honest, finding a good one can be very difficult for me. But when you find one that's really engaging, man, it is just a delight. This is a Neurox Worm, Metabolic Jump, Genetic Mimic, Terracite Extremophile, and Pathostasis. Anime! Welcome! As an insane weeaboo scientist, oh gosh, the weeaboos, you've been contacted by a large Japanese animation firm to make anime as addictive, kawaii, sugoi, and mind-numbingly attractive as possible in order to compete with Western cartoons on the global market. I actually have no idea how to say this. I'm just going to assume sugoi or something like that. Don't know. I'm still learning a little bit of Japanese, but I don't know all those words. It's just a phase, Mom! Anime is never a phase. Once you get into it, you never get out. An important part of your plans to get the world addicted to anime will be to fill up the medium with attractive female and some male characters in order to convert mentally ill teenagers into lifelong carriers of anime. Make sure that 2D beats 3D any day. I actually generally do prefer the 2D cartoons over 3D almost any time. No doubt about it. I do think it's hilarious that we're effectively trying to, Siren Song the teenagers in order... Oh, Festival of Love in Japan. Well, that works out very well. Siren Song the teenagers across the world. But still, okay, yeah, we'll go with it. What do we got? Innovation. By convincing scientists, manufacturers, and artists to become willing carriers of anime, we can create more subgenres to reach a wider audience. Well, that makes a lot of sense. We'll pick that one up. Then we have the internet. Introducing anime into message boards largely inhabited by antisocial internet users is a logical first step for world indoctrination. Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. 17A, I'll pick that up. Convention. Funding conventions dedicated to anime will help create a market for Japanese cartoons and the services of artists already involved with the medium. All of those sound fantastic, and I would love to pick some of those up. I'm a little concerned about where this is going to go, but I like it. Let's pick it up so far. So far, this seems good. There's a good amount of descriptions and customization and transmissions. We'll come back to the rest in a little bit, but still... Okay, let's take a look at the symptoms. What do we got next? Subliminal messages. Here's where things start to get a little bit nefarious. Subliminal messages added to anime influence the frontal lobe, the conscious thought center, and gain ability to mentally manipulate the hosts. Yep, let's pick that one up. That leads to narrative themes. Themes such as friendship, acceptance, love, and heroism. Increase the appeal of anime, enabling increased control over the host brain. I have to say, this is one of those narrative themes that annoys me the most in anime. There are so many animes that effectively come down to like, especially fighting animes or anything close to that, like Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff. It's just kind of like, let's just have the power of friendship will defeat all of you. Or Bleach. Bleach is a good example of that. You know, it's just fighting animes is just like, by the power of friendship and my will, because of the people I love, I will fight. It's like, oh my god. Please. Cringe. Just give me a good story that doesn't necessarily revolve around love and friendship. What is this, My Little Pony? Anyway. Alright, so abilities. What else we got? None! No abilities at all. No abilities at all. All right, well, let's go for the conventions. Conventions seem all right. Affection-inducing design. Well, this sounds manipulative as heck. What does that do? Let's see. The attractiveness of anime characters is augmented through Mo. I don't know what that is. A design system that enhances facial and bodily features that indicate youth and vulnerability. Yes. Okay, that is definitely a style I find in some animes. A little creepy at times, not gonna lie. A little bit creepy, but you know, okay. It doesn't necessarily have to be anything inappropriate. It just could be inappropriate. Enhanced expression. The expressiveness of humanoid characters featured in anime increased significantly, causing the medium to be perceived as enhanced means of emotional expression. Yeah, the overly exaggerated features like ridiculously huge mouths or eyes and stuff can lead to those kinds of expressions. Also, you know, like sweat literally coursing down their body. Those kinds of things. It can get a little bit excessive, but it definitely gets the point across, right? Oh, we just saw something there. I'll come back to that in just a second. Hey, I gotta say, one thing I've noticed is becoming an increasing trend on YouTube, and it's starting to scare me a little bit. The thing called HoloLive seems to be like a thing where instead of having like a face cam, people have an anime character. I can't say I'm especially comfortable with it. I'm a little concerned where this direction is going for the YouTube. Maybe I should get on the trend, you know? I'm not saying I'm going to like it, but maybe I should because that's going to be relevant in the future. We'll see. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. So you want to go for larger conventions, probably just for the raw infectivity? Yeah, severity right now is looking okay. I think more infectivity makes the most sense. By convincing large corporations to fund and advertise anime conventions, a greater number of people will become involved, which makes perfect sense. Internet, online content creators such as YouTubers and Redditors have expressed an interest in anime. Use them to spread the infection. Oh no, I am unwittingly a part of some sort of nefarious anime kawaii plot. That's great. Oh, that's great. Japan shuts down their land borders. Oh, that'll make a difference. Good job, Island Nation. Okay, let's see what else we got down here. So we did go for the sexual characteristics. By integrating these characteristics in anime characters, libido is enhanced upon exposure, causing obsessive behavior and a primal attraction to the medium. A very unhealthy primal attraction, I will say. Shame on all of you. Anyways, anime is just another parasite. Kinda, I guess. Sure, why not? Anime can be fantastic depending a lot on how it's done, right? I mean, take a good example is some of the works of Hayao Miyazaki, with such things as My Neighbor Totoro and Howl's Moving Castle, Spirited Away, of course, being the classic, and there's so many others. Those are more like works of art, and the animated style Japanese anime is the medium that is being used, and it's very good. It's beautiful art, right? I like it a lot. And then you get some things like, I don't know, Dragon Ball Z and stuff, and I'm just like, oh boy. I'm probably insulting some people right now, but yeah, that stuff does not appeal to me even the slightest, not even a little bit. So do we want to have sexual themes? Yeah, I guess we could do. That's extremely severe. Maybe not, maybe not. Emotional manipulation. Now, I think this is done out of order because it looks like it went from subliminal messaging directly to number 2, but it should have gone to 1 and then up. So I think that is a bit of an error by the author, but all right. Emotional manipulation. Anime characters are specifically designed and drawn to attract mirror neurons in the brain. Drawn to activate mirror neurons. What are mirror neurons? I have no idea. Causing a deep emotional attachment to the medium. All right. Fascist propaganda in anime? No! Making those exposed more likely to spread it aggressively. Well, this is how he gets a lot of more infectivity and teensy bit of lethality. Shoujo strain. Oh boy. Anime mutates into a strain that heavily features romance and genuine emotional connection. Again, as long as it's treated like, you know, tasteful art, that can be good. It's just another medium for good artistic expression. It's when it goes a bit beyond that I get a little uncomfortable, but there we go. All right, we got the themes. I'm actually going to devolve this because I think that's way too much severity at this stage of the game. Materialism. An intense desire for anime to be real causes those exposed to it to collect large amounts of figurines and other memorabilia. This is where you start getting a little on the cringe side, right? But it's not just anime. It's the kind of people who are, like, obsessed with, let's say, K-pop bands and stuff, you know, all that kind of stuff. It gets a little bit cringy to me. But, honestly, though, I only notice it more because it's more exotic being a foreign culture that is being exposed in the West. It's kind of the same sort of cringe you get when somebody has, like, literally every Taylor Swift piece of memorabilia ever created. It's the same kind of cringe, it's just less noticeable to me. Waifus. Ah, yes, we played an entire scenario based around this concept. Social isolation as a result of anime causes those exposed to the medium to view characters featured in anime as the ideal romantic partner. This is another example where I am very much concerned for people's mental health when they get a little bit too excited about their anime. Do we want to go for Internet 3? I mean, we don't really need more infectivity, but I want to see what else is going down here. Let's see, financial influence of corporations, Innovation 3. By working and exchanging ideas with pre-existing Western graphics and animation studios, we can adapt already existing genres into carriers of anime. Now that's clever. You take anime and you make it something a little bit more familiar, and boom, you know? It just kind of integrates. It's a hybridized style. It makes perfect sense. Let's get into West Africa since they're holding out on the anime at the moment. They're the only country that's not fully infected, though, so the question is, can we find the mind control option? Let's go for the Shoujo strain that leads to the comedy strain. Anime becomes capable of giving those exposed to it a good chuckle. Yeah, I do enjoy a bit of a good chuckle from some animes. Some are really funny. Drama strain. Anime mutates to hit those exposed to it right in the feels. My wife watched an anime a while back called Nana, which is supposed to be very drama. I watched it and I just wanted to puke. Just didn't like it much. Anime mutates into better accommodate video card game tie-ins by reminding those exposed to it that there is time to duel. All right, we'll pick that up. Isekai strain. Anime mutates to feature main characters getting transported to different worlds, sometimes after being killed. Okay. I mean, yeah, that could be an interesting theme. That leads to supernatural strain, ghosts, and other spooky stuff. A precursor for horror. Horror strain. Anime mutates into a strain specifically designed to scare the pants off whoever is watching it, significantly increasing severity. Psychological horror strain. Horror anime mutates to force those exposed to question the nature of reality. Some of the animes that exist out there that are braced strongly around like questioning our social constructs and reality are really good. An example would be Psychopaths. I've talked about this before. That's a really good one that kind of changes like one nature of the world. For example, we know all future crimes, or can predict future crimes. How does that change a society? Those are the things that are kind of dystopian and really interesting to me, and I wish I saw a lot more of them. Where's my win condition? So far, still not finding it. Do I want to go for waifuism? An intense desire to be more intimate with their waifus compels those exposed to anime to purchase body pillows and other goods. It has been recommended to me to create a body pillow for merch store, to which I have said, absolutely not. Good God, what is wrong with you people? That freaks me the heck out. Also, I can't imagine my wife would approve. Yeah, she just said no. Final comprehension. Those exposed to anime transcend, realizing that it is the final evolution of humanity and the destruction of all three-dimensional weakness. Their path prevails. I don't know about that. It seems like a little bit of an exaggeration to talk about transcendence, per se, but all right. We are still somehow gaining DNA. I'm not really sure how. I guess it's just from the number of people we're killing, which is not very many, mind you, but it is happening. Let's go for that final comprehension. We could have, sexual content and partial nudity, but we're going to ignore that. We're going to stay wholesome and transcendent. Also horrifying and blah, blah, blah. Anime enslaves humanity. There it is. All right, the whole world worships anime as their god and master. Well, that was fun. 387 days, 3% cure progress because it appears we were able to do the basic mind control and affection really early on. 68,238 points, 3 stars. I think overall this is a pretty good scenario. It wasn't nearly as horrifying as I was expecting it to be. It probably could have been a little bit more horrifying if I'd gone down the left-turn path, but overall, no, not too bad. I think thematically this kind of works, and there's plenty of customization. The only thing I'm sad about is that there were no abilities. I feel like we needed abilities somewhere, but I was robbed. Robbed of my abilities. Oh well, it's fine. I do enjoy the anime scenario, and I do enjoy anime itself, at least in the right context. Ah, man, I need to get back into some eventually, but I'll work on that later. Thank y'all for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed this video, and if so, you would consider hitting that like button. It really does help. Leave a comment, of course, subscribe to that notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.